How's everyone doing on this beautiful day, whatever day you might be watching this video, whatever day you decided to click on this video. Today is February. December, what the fuck? February. February 5th, no, not 15th, February 21st, 2022. This is basically what I'm doing to kind of get out of my head, and also doing a little bit of a jacket update, or kind of working on my jacket kind of to say. So what I decided to do is I decided to kind of make, how would I put it? I decided to kind of cut out some letters. So I printed a font that I kind of wanted to write on the back, and this is kind of what I was thinking of spray painting on the back of the jacket. I use this X-Acto knife, would it be called? And then I'm gonna be spray painting it with this, if I can see it because of lighting, with this Tulip Color Instant Fabric Color White. Never done anything like this. I just decided to see how it was gonna come out. I'm kind of nervous because what do you do if you fuck up? And like with this paint, like do I just spray paint the whole thing over it? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm basically going to cut it. Let's see if the light doesn't suck. So I use this thing so I can cut it straight across. You know what? I can't even talk and anything. But anyways, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I should have cut it a little higher. Ooh. Okay. So I printed the font off of that. I printed the font, and I am using a more heavy, like, what would this paper be called? Like, it's a heavier paper so I can not bleed out, I'm hoping. This is what I kind of cut out. I had to put a little peep because I overcut. This is the first time I'm doing this. I've never done anything like this. So that's kind of what is gonna be laying back on my jacket. I was gonna freehand it, but I am not good at writing. My penmanship is not that great, so I'm gonna try to do this. Open this. I should probably do like a tester on something. I don't know on what. Just a little tester. I'm gonna try it on the back of this frame because I don't have anything else that I can kind of spray paint. So I'm hoping that it's definitely gonna have to I'm definitely going to have to figure out how it doesn't bleed through. So just see if I already fucked it up probably. Like that. Well, that kind of looks kind of cool. But I have to figure out, I don't want to get this over splash, so maybe putting a bag. Let me try it. I wanted to record a little video, even though I haven't really done a full jacket update, but just wanted to tell you what the next step of the jacket that I was doing. I'm almost done with this jacket. The only thing I'm kind of thinking is what I'm going to be doing on the sleeves, because I want to put something, but I just don't know what yet. I'm just going to let it come to me. The last couple of days, my mind has just been stuck on trauma, on relationship issues that I shouldn't really be paying attention to at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate on myself. Come to find out that my partner that cheated on me actually also got an STD. Don't know where he got it from. He's saying he didn't cheat on me. And it's just trying to forgive someone after you find out something like that, especially after you've already tried to forgive everything else and trying to move past that. And at the beginning he wanted to blame me because he thought it was me, because again, this is something that our whole relationship, he's thought that I'm the one that's kind of been cheating on him. So I think he's wanted to go do the same thing, or because I wasn't giving him enough attention. So that's why he said he was doing it. And at first he wanted to blame me and thought that I was the one that gave it to him. And it's just like, I don't know what reaction I should have at the moment, because yeah, I don't know. Let me see what the hell I'm gonna do with this, because it's already bleeding kind of through. So I'm thinking of putting it like right about there. Okay, I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do this so it doesn't get sprayed over. So maybe I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is what I have to put pressure so it doesn't like spray paint onto the jacket. And what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna do it lightly. Okay, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit to see what happens, I guess. I don't know. I've never done this. I'm kind of afraid that I messed it up. Let me see if I can move things. See, I'm not a really patient person. I should probably be patient because this is gonna fuck it up. But kind of going back, let's give this a little kind of a couple seconds to dry off. I think I'm finally like learning to kind of let go of what I cannot control, and it seems like I'm finally starting to realize that I cannot be the only one that does the work in a relationship in order for the relationship to work. I can't be the one that's consistently wanting to make changes and consistently wanting to make plans and consistently trying to hold the relationship, because that's what I've done for the last 12 years, going on for 12 years in May. And nothing has worked. The only thing that has happened is that me, myself, has always kind of let myself go and lost myself each time that I thought that it was going to be different, and it's not. So I'm having to learn how to love myself without no one around. Even though I've said that a couple of times in my videos, it's just like it's more and more that I'm kind of going along. It is becoming apparent that not everyone or everyone in my past is not joining me, and I'm okay with it because I'm needing to evolve into, I don't know what the person I'm evolving to, but for sure know that the person that I'm becoming, I'm loving myself more and trying to take risks more and being creative and trying to be consistent with myself, with not having to think that I'm in a rush to compete with someone, because the only person that I'm competing with is myself, with the past self, with the trauma that I've carried on, that I'm trying to compete and really necessarily kind of make peace with. And at the age of 35, still trying to see where I'm going to discover myself, and then sometimes seeing like little memes and stuff like that saying, oh, by the age of 20 you need to be doing this and this and this, and at the age of 30 you have to be doing this and this and this. I've learned that I cannot follow those things, because that does not pertain to every single person in this world, because maybe those set of rules pertain to the people that grew up in a perfect household environment, that they can follow those things. But someone like me, myself, that I gave myself and dedicated my life to taking care of people, taking care of my family, taking care of my partner, and taking care of his kids, taking care of everything that needed to be taken care of, I totally forgot about myself. I don't want to make this video long, but kind of the gist of this video is kind of, you're doing okay, Aiden. It's okay if you feel alone. It's okay if you cry at the moment of wanting that human connection or that physical touch. It's okay if we don't have it at the moment, because I myself am learning how to really necessarily not depend on those emotions anymore, because in every relationship there are temporary. If even a relationship that's gonna last for a whole lifetime, at one point we're gonna end up alone, and we're needing to be okay with being alone. And that's why I think I'm being taught all this, is that I'm needing to be okay to be alone without having to have people around me. And I'm trying so hard, because it's like sometimes me as a gay dude, I get horny, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want to just go on my phone, even though like I'm still with my partner and we're trying to make things work. But at the same time, it's just like I told him I'm not chasing anyone. I'm not chasing him. I'm not trying to make things work. I'm not gonna try to, because every single time I do that, it seems like I'm begging for attention. Like I'm begging him to touch me. I'm begging him to scratch my back. I'm begging him to give me love. And to me, that's kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna do that anymore, because each time I do that, it's like a slap in my face. Another thing that I was editing a video, I'm noticing that I'm needing to pay attention more to the camera, because I tend to look away and I cannot know, even though I get nervous talking sometimes. But it's just I've come to find out that these videos that I'm creating are very therapeutic. So when I watch them back later, and then also when I'm needing to talk to someone, it's just like I talk to the camera and just turn it on and see whatever blab should I come out. But let me stop there, because I don't want this to be a very long video of entry. But one thing is I'm learning is that whole thing that I have been living with a narcissist my whole life. And for him to think that the things that he did were because of my fault doing, because I was busy working, or I was busy doing things that I wasn't really necessarily giving the attention that he needed, and him thinking that he was doing all these grand gestures but just really giving me crumbs, so that me as a person that was wanting love would say, oh my god, he loves me, and be okay with it, and then he would set this trap up again. But here I let the thing dry a little bit. Let's start removing some stuff. Oh, see how I did it right here? There's a line. Okay, I do like it. I think I'm gonna have to go over it with an actual paintbrush though, because I don't think I'm gonna try to do it. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. Okay. So that's where I'm gonna leave it off, because I think I have to go back to the craft store and get actual like dipping fabric paint, so I can outline it a little more. I wonder if acrylic paint, like a normal acrylic canvas paint, would work. Where's my phone? Let me check. Does acrylic canvas paint work on fabric? Okay, so this is what it says, is that you can use acrylic paint on fabric. It will stay on clothing permanently. However, acrylic does not last for a long on material by itself. You must prepare the fabric using a medium and seal the paint with a process called heat setting for optimal results. Like, what the hell is heat setting? Oh, you have to actually use fabric paint. Fabric painting is a medium specifically formulated for fabric paint. Painting fabric. It's a fabric dye mixed with a binder to make it cling to material. Okay, so I wonder if I like spray paint this a lot, because I do have some paintbrushes. One thing I did tell him is like, I am thankful that this did happen. I'm not gonna be mad, even though it does hurt. Believe me, it hurt so bad, like someone literally taking a knife and stabbing it in your heart and your back or whatever. I told him, it's like, I do have to thank him, because if he wouldn't have made things uncomfortable and made things like what he did, I don't think, not only necessarily him, but my family and everything, I don't think it would have pushed me to find myself. It wouldn't have pushed me to actually start loving myself and actually start to understand the person that I am looking back. And yet, I still don't know the full person, but I love that person that looks back and that's finding all these little quirks that he's able to do. And like this jacket that I've never done anything like this, and somehow, like, when I look at it, it's just coming together, and I'm just like, I have to be thankful, because I took the time when I was in pain and in a dark spot and turn that energy into something beautiful, and hoping that one day that these videos help someone that's in the same situation that I am. And if not, then so that I can look back and say, you know what, you went through this, you can kind of consistently keep going through whatever the world or what people want to throw at you, that I'm strong enough to conquer it all. And that's kind of, I did have to thank him for that, because I think if he would have, I don't know, actually, I can't say it, But I have to be thankful for the situation and for me finally being in love with myself, that I'm okay being alone and I'm okay not having anyone by my side. And yes, it's lonely. Yes, it's hard. But in that darkness, I have found beauty in myself, and I'm very proud of myself for how far I've come and where I'm going. And I just have to make sure that the fear that I have at times from the past does not come and attack me again, even though it will. It'll be easier. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I want these videos to be short enough that it actually inspires people to watch them, because if they're long, I've noticed that we as humans lose focus really fast, because I do the same thing. That's pretty much for this diary entry video. I wanted to kind of get on here and say, if you ever feel like you're lost or do not know who you are, or you're having relationship issues, I think we start discovering ourselves if we truly want it. And to be okay with being alone. Be okay with discovering ourselves at whatever age we are and doing over whatever we want to do over, and actually doing the things that we love that many people said were not possible or did not have faith in you, or when you were younger you want to do it and it's just like your parents said no, it wasn't something that you can be doing because you're a boy. Start learning to actually take back our power, your power. And I hope that when you watch these videos, it inspires you to kind of motivate yourself to search for yourself, and also so that you can know that you're not the only one out there struggling with mental health or feeling alone or being alone. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment something below as how you get out of your mind to conquer your day, so that maybe one day as a collective we can start sharing them and start discovering ourselves and actually conquering the demons that we have inside. Till next time, stay beautiful, but most of all, stay kind to yourself, especially on days that you feel lost. Adios.